welcome back to TimberBorn, and I'm not sure what number episode this is, but last time we got the start of our canals in, and it's looking quite promising, and the beavers will carry on building it. But we are going to distract the beavers in this district because I have a random project that I want to test out. And so I'm going to do that, and I'll talk you through it as we go. So we're going to put in some ladders there, and we are going to venture across to this island over here. I'm going to let the game run so that water all evaporates, and we're going to come over here and here, and we're going to put in a staircase and a staircase, and we are going to set up a little colony of beavers that are going to see if they can survive on their own all the way over here. This came to me a while ago, and I actually set it up in the video that I lost because of recording problems, and so I'm going to put it back in. It's probably going to end up looking different, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. So what I want to put in is we're going to give them we're going to give them a head start essentially, and we're going to put in a big warehouse and a big water tank so that they've got some food and some water to get them going. So let's do that. We are going to have a farmhouse built so that once they've got some land cleared, they can farm it. So like that. Probably need to put a water dump here. So I am actually just going to demolish. We could detonate, do it with dynamite, couldn't we? But if we demolish that, we have the game running, so that's okay. And I'm going to high prioritize everything over here. So we need that. We're going to need a forester built so they can grow trees. And we're going to need some housing and a district centre. That's basically going to be all these start with. So let me prioritize building the staircase and check I have nothing else on maximum priority in this district. And yeah, we're going to strand some beavers and see how they get on. And kind of what I'm hoping is that they can then get over here and start doing some stuff with the mines and the metal and stuff. But once they're in, I'm going to delete this path. And obviously, if there's a bad tide or whatever, we won't be able to get to them anyway. So I've just realised actually that this island is now much closer to where we were than when I first did this, because this is here. But anywho, that's a random idea that I've had that we're going to progress. And that's that. Over here, we can now get our farming going. So this is nice and full, which is cool. And it hasn't quite hydrated this area, but that's okay. Maybe we should put in another farmhouse in this corner. So that gives us 3 farms which are covering this area. And food-wise, what do we want to grow for them? Carrots, potatoes. We've not kicked off, and maybe we should, the drought farm that these guys have, and do what we did before, just while things get established, is plant a decent crop of carrots and potatoes, so just to help them out with food. And yeah, we're okay for beavers. They're a little bit short, but they'll be okay. And then this one We've really got 2,000 wheat in this district. We've got 1,700 wheat in this district. So I think maybe we grow sunflowers. It's going to need to be quite a big patch of sunflowers to actually have an impact. So let's grow those. We'll grow some carrots because they're kind of our basic food. We've got plenty of wheat, so I think potatoes. Hopefully that will sort out our food challenges that we've been having. Let's prioritize building that. So that's these guys going. Power wise, they are absolutely fine. And everything else wise, these guys are doing okay. So over here, we had bot part production going, and we've got 92 limbs, which is nearly enough to build 25 bots. We have another bot part factory going in, and we are working on smelting the metal for that. We are running pretty low on scrap metal, but that's okay. Oh, they've got all of that in. Awesome. Let's destroy that. And then knock this down, and we'll carry on with this project to green up this mountainside. I'm wondering actually whether I just go with 2 factories and 1 bot assembler to give us some capability, or whether we, if I demolished that, I could put and can make use of that space. And we could go over the top of this in a kind of fairly sprawling way to achieve that. Come down the back, get around the back of the mine. Yeah. Kind of a weird area, this one, but hey, it's doing all right. It's got plenty of food. We've got loads of biofuel. What do we need to make catalyst? So catalyst is maple syrup and extract. Okay. So we have our maple syrup being produced, will be produced over here. So do we go all the way? Are we making extract here? We are to some extent. Let's turn that into an extract tank. I don't think we need to be able to store huge amounts of bad water now, so we could make the catalyst here and then ship it across, which probably makes sense. So if we had catalyst going on, we'd take, yeah, because we take 1 maple syrup and 1 extract and make 3 catalysts. So yeah, I think we should do that. The other thing we need to be making is punch cards, but also these guys are doing stuff. We did hype, yeah. So they're hopefully going to get all of this built, and probably is it worth giving them a large pile as well? Yeah, why not? So this is going to be for, let's give them grilled potatoes because we've got plenty of those. That's obviously going to be for water. So in terms of jobs, we're going to have, let's say 2 in there, 2 in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably 1 triple lodge is enough, I think. Wondering if we put it here. put 2 in. Let's give them 2, so they've got room to grow. Yeah. That's going to be our little survivalist colony. And obviously, if they've got wood and food and water, they've got everything to get started. They've got the benefit that all the technology is unlocked for them, so we'll see how they go. But first, we need to get it all built, so I'm just going to let them do that as they go. Yeah. This is all going. I want to let them get the stuff built that we've got planned before I put more in, but I did like Fred's suggestion of putting more water wheels in here to generate power, so we will be doing that. And we can probably delete all of that. If I put in another staircase, then give that a little bit of priority. They can get all of that done. Is this prioritized? I should prioritize that so that they can get that going. That's done. So we would then, in theory, be able to put, and I know I can stack these, I'm just trying to do something different. We could put a bot part factory there. We could have a, but I wasn't going to plan building more stuff, didn't I? What did you expect? We could do something like that. And then maybe put the science bot assembler there. And then there. And we will pause you for now. Yeah, that works. That works. Needs to be a ladder. And then we need to go across like that. Yeah, I like that. Actually, that doesn't need to be a ladder, does it? That can just be a platform. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Kind of like that. So, obviously, we're bringing in a lot of the materials we need anyway for running the mine that we're not doing yet, because really we want bots to do that. So, but we may need to crack it open once this metal source runs out. Metal is a real challenge on this map. A real challenge. So, talking of explosives, let's go to about there, and then we'll do it 3 deep because that's what I like to do, and we'll put another 3x3 there. And eventually this will allow us to green up most of this mountain. We'll see how we get on with that. I'm not yet going to put the bad water divert across here. I want to get all of this other stuff that I'm planning on building actually built. So they can get to these when they get to them, but we've just given them this super high priority job. So you can be paused for now. We don't actually want bots coming over here and doing jobs. We just want to get the infrastructure in place, and then we will send off some merry souls on their way to try and survive. This is so good for staying green as well. Really like it. This is up and running and doing its thing. And we can get a few more sunflowers in here. Do we have, I guess we'll see if we have sunflower storage, but yeah, I kind of like that. We could obviously make this smaller, but yeah, I'm happy with that a thing. And yeah, we'll get to see how the changes that I made over here work, because I'm home now. I hopefully won't have any OBS issues. This is all staying nice and green. We could pump out of here, but actually our water situation is pretty good. Are we really short of bad water in this district? We could be, because that's paused. So let's unpause it and get some bad water production going. That would be why. We can quickly fix that. And probably means that the explosives factory that I built is also stopped. So it's the other thing that we need to think about making is books. And they're getting on with that. That's okay. Yeah, we need to be thinking about making books. And so I think we should do that in this district, because this one is the one that has a pretty solid wood supply. So what we can do is carry on with our above the floor stuff. And we would need to put in a paper mill. We could put the paper mill facing way. We would need a printing press, which we will put there. And we would need to put something between them, but for now we can just put a power connection. And then I think along here we'll carry on with the we'll put a pile, because we start with wood. Set that to obtain. That's going to produce paper, which we'll set to supply. You know, we'll just have paper be paper. This is going to be set to be punch cards. Will be set to supply. And I'm not sure what this one is going to be. Maybe we do books as well here. So maybe we do 2 printing presses. And we have this one be books. Yeah. And then, so this can be books to supply. There we go. So that'll work. That will work. Yeah. And I think these power wheels now are probably mostly useless, although water will come through here. So we'll see. I might get rid of those. Haven't forgotten the request to do some sort of perpetual power thing. We're obviously limited with the Folktails that we can't force bad water to flow, but we can do something. We can do something in the fullness of time. I think I expanded the population over here because we are pretty good for food and water. So we actually have no spare beds. So probably we do need to put in a lodge. Let's keep going with the trend of putting them along here. So we'll do that, and then we can just path to there, and we can put in some, let's put a couple of shrubs in there just to make it look nice. Yeah, opposite the refinery. So our second one is up running. So we've got limbs and chassis going. Actually got more limbs than I want to get to, so let's get the heads going. Probably actually what we should do is let's pause you two and unpause you, because we could then get bots started. And because we're Folktails, we don't need charges. We need the biofuel, which we've got loads of, and we've got a good source of with the spanner dock. We might actually want to put in a large warehouse to be spanner dock. Set that to supply. So we've got a lot of it. This little farm is producing loads, which is good. You know, as a community, we've got 1,400 spanner docks saved from our 2 little aquatic farms. So yeah, super happy with that. We upped the chestnut production over here. And if I look in here and find chestnuts, we are actually full. So it might be time to build a large storage for chestnuts. I'm just kind of wondering where we should build that. And whether we should move these water tanks up. So here, if we put in a couple of large water tanks, so those are staircases, so ladders. So let's put in 2 more ladders and a whole load of. We should probably move that hauling post as well. If we did that, then delete 2 of these and put warehouses in. Yeah, that seems sensible. Sensible as I get. So, power grid wise, we're absolutely fine because they're not using any power because they're asleep. So we've got a bunch of building queued up here to do. Our colony is progressing and they've almost got all of their potatoes filled up, which is very cool. So hopefully beavers don't come over here to try and get food. They're working on this and then they'll work on it. The rest are pretty easy to build, so that's good. We do need this to be cleared so that we can put the water dump in to hydrate this little island that they're going to start on. They can obviously bridge their way across here. We've got a little bit of water stored here. Yeah. I know, it's a really random idea, and I don't know why it came to me, but it did. We are 60% of the way to having maple syrup coming, which is cool. They hopefully aren't working on that. No. We do need to fill this hole up. So let's get that picked out. Let's put in a path and let's think about this. So if we did 3, so it's a really weird size because it's none of it works for the big storages. Because we end up with, maybe the way to do it is do that and do 2 of those. And we need to come along there like that and like that. May not be super efficient, but you know, I'm not always about super efficient. I do try, but I don't always succeed. So that space is now 4 by 5. Really, I really built this the wrong size, didn't I, basically? Yeah, I'm really not sure how to populate this. We'll let them build that stuff. Because really, I want them, once they've built the colony, I want them to be focusing on getting this stuff in. Because this is where the fun is, I think, in getting these done. How are we getting on with this? I'm going to prioritize that. That will get the metal blocks that it needs. We could actually bring some beavers in, although it says, even though I've built beds, it says we have no free beds, which is kind of weird. I guess we've got 8 kids. Okay, we'll just let the kids grow up. That will work just fine. We've got plenty of power. So we now got some chassis and heads, which is cool. We will be able to build some bots once we've got that in. Dressing. Farm is farming. Brilliant. We need to keep an eye on storage, I guess. And I've got this going in as well. So much building to do. Okay, let's pause you. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some trees up here with the forester. And we'll put some farming down here and they'll grow some food. We might switch them over from the grilled potatoes to something else, maybe like carrots initially. Same as, yeah, pretty standard route actually, because they've not got a lot of land to work on. So we will need to try and get across here. So we're going to need to get planks going maybe to platform across. We'll just have to see, because this water is not clean once the bad tide comes. Once the water comes back, because we get bad tide flowing until we've capped off all of those sources. Did like the suggestion that if we do want to drought farm, we just move the farms. So, because at the moment it's quite limited what they cover. I don't want to platform over all of this, so we just move farms out to the different bits to be able to farm them. I think I like that idea. Yeah. It kind of feels like I just need to let stuff run for a bit. Make sure that, yeah, we should be okay. Yeah, be okay. We're getting stuff done. But it kind of feels like we just need to let things run for a bit, let things happen, get some bots going, get our colony built over here. So you're in. So it's just the housing now, and and the water dump. Actually, we need to get that done. So I hate that they won't genuinely prioritize destroying things. I really want you to do this. It's why I've given it to you as a priority job. Yeah, please actually do it. I'm going to prioritize that by haulers and that by haulers so they get filled up. We need a forester so that he can cut down some trees for them. That will give them access to that wood store, which would be good. And then if they need to, they can build a small warehouse to put carrots or whatever they grow into. Yeah. Yes, I have no idea why this jumped into my head, but I just want to see if these guys can start to colonize this side of the map, basically. Look at you, you're sharpening your teeth. That doesn't look painful at all. No, this is holding up quite well, actually, where I'm not having to pump water out of it, which is kind of nice. If we needed to, we could. With 9 days to go, I'm going to stop these replanting so that we actually get the crops that are in cleared off. That seems kind of sensible. We've got bad water again. It's just instantly just jumped up so much, which is cool. We don't need you running at the moment, so we can save some extract. That's nearly built. We just need a couple of planks, which we've got, so that's good. We just need to bring over. Yeah. Go check on the car. All those poor beavers running over delivering stuff. There is water there for them to drink, so that's not a problem. I'll call this starting to clear these out now. So we will let's levy we can't quite do, let's do, and we'll just nibble a little piece out there with some explosives. So let's high prioritize that bit. And then we need a do there. We'll put a fluid dump there. We'll even give them the benefit of a stream gauge to manage the water level in their high-tech community. And yeah. will then be that. Right, I'll be back when all this is done. Okay, we're back and the colony is built apart from a district center. So going to break the connection there. For some reason they've come all the way over here to get water. Can ignore that. I'm actually going to turn off all of the haulery type things that are on those. And let's put in our district center. And we are now going to migrate in 10. No, that's kids. We don't want kids. We want 10 adult beavers. So, and what that will let us do is we can set trees, all of this wood to be cleared. So let's get you going, mister. And we will set all of this wood to be cleared. We can get some beavers pumping water because they have that ability. We're going to do advanced attach to stream gauge. And we are going to pause if above. Let's go like 0.6, unpause if below like 0.3. So that's that all going. We need to unpause the houses so they have somewhere to sleep. We will unpause the food and we can start planting some food for them in the areas where wood growing, and we can instantly then connect this up. We should get this guy going as well. So we're going to plant, I'm going to leave this route clear. So we're going to plant a few oak trees around here. And we might want a few pine trees as well. So we'll just get a little bit of that going first. And you want it to have 2 in there. So let's plant a few sunflowers as well. Give them a bit of variety. And that's these guys kind of done. We'll just see how they get on. We'll keep checking back with them. And yeah, we might want to put in another forester. Clear this bottom area. They've got some spare resource. So let's do that. And yeah, let's now detach them from the rest of the community, and we'll see if they survive or thrive or anything else. I'm now going to high prioritize building the catalyst. We need some storage for it as well, kind of really temporary storage, but what I'm thinking is we just blow that down and put a medium tank in there. We do have maple syrup coming now, which is good. So I've put in the plans to build a large tank to store maple syrup. Maybe not the ideal location, but we are at least next to the extract there, so that's not so bad. Over here we got our 2 tanks built. We got these 2 emptied and deleted, which means we can now build a couple of large warehouses, and we'll decide what those are going to be. The drought farm is being cleared off. This is literally just dried out, which is pretty cool. It survived most of the drought, which is pretty cool basically. And yeah, this colony now has loads of food, so we don't have to worry about food anymore. What we do need to do is define one of these to be sunflowers, because we did not have any sunflower storage, although they'll probably get eaten super quick unless we start planting loads more. Over here, the warehouse for the spaladoc is in. We have beavers growing up, which is cool. I'm going to unpause 1 more of the smelters and get that running. Oh, we have bot production going. That's where our spare beavers went. Awesome. We don't have our first bot yet, but we're getting there. They are exporting, these guys are importing the punch cards, which is cool. And I think probably what we'll look at doing first is what we normally do, automate the bot production, unless we have, yeah, we need to get them in the mine, don't we? So the other thing that is in now is all of this, so we can detonate this in preparation for water coming, and we will see how this all works. And yep, so probably what I want to do is put a stream gauge in this one, because this is the furthest away, and we'll use this to control the floodgate up here. So why is that? That's too far from a district, because I need to put in a platform and a path so they can get across there. It's okay. We can now probably unpause these as well. Doing 4 bot parts were pretty good actually. So yep, they will slowly start building our first bots. It's cool. Very cool. That feels like another big step forwards. So I'm assuming, yep, our beavers are getting back to placing all of the explosives now, which is great. And what we need to do is, I think, come across this way now. So this is all double dynamite. So let's stick with that. And I think we do probably, we link across to this, and then we don't particularly need that path at the moment, but we could leave it in and we could just do it once most of the dynamite go through 5. So if we do that, then we'll come down here. Do we want to run all the way down? Yeah, why not? Why not, eh? We will need to work around that. And then we'll come out here. Let's just open all of that up, hey? And then this needs to be single dynamite. Because it's single dynamite, we'll keep it nice and wide. And we'll do that. And that, in theory, gives us a link from here all the way through here and out into this side of the map. And a link from here through here into this. So that'll be good. We've still got so much building set up over here. Do we have spare beavers here? We do not. Where do we have? I'm sure we had spare beavers. So we have not spare beavers anymore. That's okay. We have a bot. We have our first bot. And you, sir, are going to open up the mine. So there we go. Very slowly, the mine will start producing metal. Very slowly, because we only have one bot at the moment. But as we get more built, we'll improve, and then we will put bots in the bot production zone. We need to get the mine going, because we have no scrap metal left there. So yeah, we need to get the mine going. What we can do now is advanced attach to stream gauge. There we go. We will disable during a drought and a bad tide, and it will be 3. And then the low threshold over here. I think if we open this up when maybe there's a meter of water left, and we will close it when there's, let's say 2. Yeah, let's go for that, and we'll see how that works out as things go. It did say that I did say to disable during a drought and a bad tide. Let's just make sure when drought starts and when bad tide starts, that goes up. And I've put these up so they are ready to deflect. And probably what we should do is do a basic, and when bad tide starts, they go down, and when a bad tide ends, they go up. Just so that the bad tide can flow through. Doesn't matter in a drought. Yeah. These guys are getting all of this put in, which is great. It's going to take them a while, obviously, but we have enough explosives. So, yeah, let's whiz over here and see how these are doing. So we've got space to put more food in. So let's plant some more carrots and some more sunflowers. Once they have in fact, he's cleared all of that, so let's pause that and get some more trees planted. So we'll do oak down here, we'll do pine and pine here, and let's do a few more oak trees in this area. And yep, we probably actually want to keep a route through there just in case we need to get down here, because we are going to need some space to put in things like a lumber mill and to generate some power. So yeah, that's good. Cool. So the water is coming back, which is good. We did okay for water, so that's cool. They're all just working on placing all of the stuffs, which is great. How are we doing? Or what's wrong with you? Pause. You are injured. We probably need more medical beds. So let's build a few more. Put them there. There we go. Okay, you are for water. You are for water as well. And we have water pumps now, which is cool. We're kind of short of resources over here. And by resources, I mean beavers. But we have our second bot in and producing scrap metal. It's pretty slow. So it's taking, I guess it's in 36 hours, it's producing 20 scrap metal, which is not great. It's going to get better, but yeah. We might find we have an issue with our supply of scrap metal. This is going to be interesting to see how we do here with contamination. We do have some issues with drying out as well, so let's keep an eye on all of that. I'm hoping that this is low enough that the contamination doesn't affect our farming too much. Looks like we're okay from a contamination point of view. We'll keep an eye on that. Down here, this is filling up. We need to check that this opens and allows us to fill this. So you can be potatoes. So there we go. That has opened. Awesome. So this can now pump and fill this up, and it will replenish our slightly dried out area over here. It's all working swimmingly. These guys are good. If we need to, we can put another layer of large warehouses there. Not sure we need them at the moment. Okay. That's all working. Right. That's all working. So this colony is doing pretty good. Let's put in a few sunflowers. And I guess we'll see whether the slightly mixed up water that these guys get is okay for them or not. In terms of contaminating the land that they're using. And yeah, I guess the first thing technology-wise that these guys need to think about is planks. So we actually have some logs. So I guess the challenge is generating power and having somewhere to build something, because we don't have any planks. If we destroy this, we don't get enough planks to build a staircase. So I think actually what we're going to need to do is cut a path through like this. we will keep you being planted as carrots. But yeah, so they're just going to leave these guys to do their thing again and come back later. So you can be paused. How do we improve this district now? Do we start to think about blocking up some of these exits? Or do we just let them do their thing and focus on the other two districts? So this district, obviously, we're getting bots going. We've got a whole 2 at the moment. And those 2 bots, if I could find them, they haven't got catalyst, so we need to be importing catalyst. So we need some storage for catalyst. Let's go here. Let's put it in a way that they can actually access it. So that's going to be catalyst, and we're going to be bringing that in from over here. So catalyst falls import. Excellent. So are we making catalyst yet? We are, and we are full of it because we don't have any storage. So let's prioritize getting some storage built. Catalyst. We're going to put there. Water pumps are refilling, which is brilliant. This is all in. So let's detonate this lot because this was a bit of a faff to get in. This is mainly for helping to speed up clearing out bad water. If we get bad water in here, it's going to happen very soon, I'm sure. And yeah, they're cracking on with this, which is brilliant. I guess we probably, because they don't like doing clearing work, we probably need to prioritize that clearing work. Yeah, we want to be getting up here as well. So I really want this to be done. I want everything to be done. Do all of the things at once. Let's make that a high priority so it gets done. That second one is nearly done, which is great. We have plenty of everything. We have another drought coming, which really is pretty lucky for us because let me just check. Yeah, I'm going to delete this staircase. I like the idea of having that. Although it would be nice to maybe be able to get some more water power going in here. Actually, the power grid is fine. Generating more than enough power for what we need. Yeah, and I wonder if we're just becoming scrap metal limited, which it looks like we are. So weather, I need to make that limbs. There we go. Whether I need to make that beavers until we've got enough bots to fully staff it or what, I don't know. We'll see how we get on, I think. We'll see how we get on. How's this looking? This is actually really good. Yep, happy with that. We maybe want to, so that's currently at 2. So, yeah. I have to think about how we progress this now, what we'd use this area for. Maybe we need to come across here and put something in here. See what that does. Yep. Probably going to make this a slightly shorter video, I think. We've got bots going now, which is cool. We've got our remote colony going. I guess in terms of what we want to do over here, we might be starting to make planks. So if I put a lumber mill back in the corner here. There is actually water flowing past here, so we could try a water wheel. But realistically, we're probably going to need to use a hamster wheel. But we could try a water wheel. There. But we've got a drought coming, so realistically, it's not going to be generating anything. So what we really need is one of those. And then we need to be able to get a path to it, which means we're going to need to get this cleared out. So, and then we can eventually put in a staircase. Yep, but once they've got planks being built, the idea is that we can come across here and get to this piece of land and have a bit more land, and then we can come across here and start to get into metal, or go this way and start to get into metal. So, yep. Oh, wow, they've got that built. Awesome. Awesome stuff. So, and what about over here? Not yet. Not yet. Probably because I high prioritized some of this explosives placement. But yeah, I'm going to call it a day here, actually. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button. Let me know what you think about this random thing that jumped into my head. I will see you next time.